Yo, WWE charged you thousands of dollars for Saturday night's main event, gave you 3 matches, then looked you dead in the eye and said, less is more, that's not wrestling, that's a robbery with pyro, and I got receipts on how they're getting away with it. Let me paint you a picture. You work a 9 to 5 payday hits. You check your bank account. Your check got direct deposited, but only half of it is there. You walk into our confused, mad. The lady behind the desk smiles and says, I don't know, Tyler. Less is more. You'd lose your mind, right? But that's exactly what WWE did Saturday night. Premium live event. 3 matches. Fans paid thousands for front row seats. And WWE said, be grateful. Now I've seen scams before. I've seen MLM schemes. I've seen Ponzi operations. I've seen politicians promise change. But WWE perfected the art of selling you nothing and making you thank them for it. Saturday night's main event wasn't wrestling. It was a social experiment to see how little effort WWE could give before fans finally said enough. And you know what happened? Nothing. Fans still cheered, still bought merch, still hyped up the next event, because WWE knows something you don't want to admit. You'll pay for the memory of what wrestling used to be, not what it is. On the surface, WWE is doing great. Royal Rumble sold out, Netflix deal printing money, record profits. But let me ask you something. When's the last time WWE gave you value for your money? Not a moment, not a pop value. Let's talk about the Royal Rumble. They're building the stadium in 3 weeks in Saudi Arabia with bamboo scaffolding. I've played games of Jenga with more structural stability than that building. You sneeze too hard, the whole thing collapses. A gust of wind, poof, gone. But WWE gonna charge you $5,000 for a front row seat to watch Cody Rhodes fall down before Jacob Fatu even touches him. Oh, you didn't see that? Let me break it down. Jacob Fatu jumps off the top rope. Cody starts falling before Fatu even gets close, like he got sniped by an invisible bullet. That's not selling, that's bad acting. And WWE expects you to believe this is premium content. Now, let's talk about the card. 3 matches. Cody vs Fatu didn't even start. They brawled. Drew McIntyre showed up, powerbombed both through tables. Cool visual. No match. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky beat Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. Shocker. The most protected women on the roster won. Who could have predicted that? Then AJ Styles vs Shinsuke Nakamura. 2 legends. Great workers. Zero story. They booked the match 24 hours before the show. No build, no promo packages, no reason to care. But Triple H gonna tell you it was cinema. This was a student film shot on an iPhone 6, and the main event. Sami Zayn wins a #1 contender match. Because Triple H is addicted to the pop. He knows Sami in Saudi Arabia equals cheap reaction. So he books it. Sacrifices Drew McIntyre's credibility. Sacrifices storytelling, all for a 15-second moment that'll be forgotten. By next week, that's the surface. WWE looks successful, but peel back the curtain. It's a scam dressed up as sports entertainment. Now let me tell you what nobody wants to say out loud. WWE treats you like marks, not fans, marks, and the crazy part. You keep proving them right. Look at Sami Zayn. I love Sami, great worker, underdog. Story, crowd loves him. But let's be real. You want me to believe Sami Zayn, a guy who looks like he got lost on the way to an indie coffee shop, can beat Drew McIntyre? Drew is 6'5", 265 pounds of Scottish rage. Sami is 6'0", 212 pounds, looking like a soaking wet puppy. This ain't the same weight class. This is Jake Paul vs Terrence Crawford, a mismatch disguised as competition. But WWE is gonna book it anyway, because they know you'll cheer. You'll tweet about it. You'll call it feel good. Meanwhile, Drew McIntyre, the actual champion, gets buried. Triple H didn't even take a photo with him after he won the title. Took pics with Shinsuke Nakamura. The jobber of the century took pics with AJ Styles, but not Drew. The writing's on the wall. Drew's dropping the title at the Rumble. Because WWE doesn't protect champions, they rent them. Here's the dark comedy part. WWE's $3 billion in debt. You think Sami Zayn winning a title is gonna fix that? You think one match is gonna turn the ship around? Nah, but they'll sell you the dream anyway, because the dream is cheaper than the reality. Now let's talk about the women. Rhea and Io are doing the same gimmick, city to city, state to state. Oh, we're best friends. Let me carry Io to Gorilla. Let me drop her off at her limo. When's the last time they told a real story? When's the last time they had depth? They're great wrestlers, but WWE keeps them in friendship purgatory. Meanwhile, Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez could be a fire tag team, but Liv needs a singles run. She needs to chase the undisputed title, or maybe chase the title Julia has yet to defend. Oh, you forgot about that. So did WWE. That's the pattern. Moments over meaning. Pops over storytelling. Money over legacy. So what's the lesson here? Simple. WWE has weaponized your loyalty against you. They know you'll show up. They know you'll pay. They know you'll defend them when people like me call it out. Because admitting you got finessed is harder than pretending you got your money's worth. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You're not investing in wrestling anymore. You're investing in nostalgia. You're paying for the memory of what WWE used to be. Stone Cold, The Rock, Eddie Guerrero. The Attitude Era. But that's gone. What you have now is controlled mediocrity with a premium price tag, and the worst part? It's working. WWE made record profits last year. Netflix deal, Saudi money, sold out arenas. So why would they change? Why would they give you 5 matches when you'll pay for 3? Why would they build long-term stories when short-term pops are cheaper? They won't, because you keep rewarding them for doing less. Here's what kills me. I've seen empires fall. I've seen Blockbuster ignore streaming. I've seen Kodak ignore digital cameras. I've seen companies get so comfortable they forgot the people who built them, and WWE is sprinting toward that cliff, but they're so rich they don't even notice. The fans are quietly walking away, not with outrage, not with boycotts, just leaving, forgetting Rise on, checking Twitter for results instead of watching, realizing they'd rather watch old clips than new content. And WWE, they don't care because the money's still coming in, but money without loyalty, that's a house of cards, and when it collapses, it won't be loud, it'll be quiet, like a fan turning off the TV and realizing they don't miss it. Look, I know this was heavy, I know some of y'all are mad right now, but somebody had to say it. WWE is robbing you blind, and you're letting them 3 match cards for thousands of dollars, champions getting buried for pops, stories getting abandoned for moments, and the worst part, you keep paying. So here's my question for you. At what point do you stop being a fan and start being a mark? Is it when they charge you $5,000 for a Jenga Tower Royal Rumble? Is it when they give you 3 matches and call it premium? Is it when they buried Drew McIntyre for Sami Zayn's 15th underdog run? Or is it when you realize you've been faking excitement for a product that stopped caring about you? Drop your answer in the comments. If you're still holding on, drop a fire emoji. If you've already tapped out, drop a skull emoji. And if you made it this far, you know what to do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Share this with someone who's pretending WWE is still good, because the truth don't need protection. If this resonated, hit subscribe. We're documenting the scam in real time. Tired of being treated like a mark? Join the house of hybrid we build. Content that respects your intelligence. Links in bio. Tag a WWE stan and make them watch this. I bet they can't finish it without getting mad. Prove me wrong. IT needs a platform. Until the next one, the top hybrid is out. Deuces.